Time now for Caring for Our Kids. New at 4. Back to school vaccinations are important, of course, but now more than ever. Here with more is Dr. Katie Stordahl with Children's Hospital. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about why vaccinations are so critical this year in particular.
They really are this year. I think that all of us in the medical community have a fear that when kids go back, there might be a resurgence of some vaccine preventable illnesses because we have seen such a drop in vaccinations this year. And that's understandable. People were very concerned when the pandemic began. Initially, there was a 40% drop off in vaccinations in our state.
Oh my goodness.
We're still 30% down. So we've caught up some, but many children are just not receiving the vaccinations that are recommended. So we all have a concern that when kids go back, in addition to dealing with COVID-19, we may be dealing with other things that normally we don't deal with because they're vaccine preventable.
Scary situation to think about. So since we do have that drop off, let's go over a checklist of the most common vaccines that kids need to have.
So obviously it depends upon their age, but usually when we're talking about going back to school for little ones who are going into kindergarten, they need a DTaP, which is their diphtheria, their tetanus, and their pertussis. They will also receive a hepatitis A if they need to catch up on that. They may need a polio. They may need another MMR if they didn't receive it when they were 4. They'll get it when they're 5. That's measles, mumps, and rubella. Right. Measles is very infectious. We think about the infectivity of COVID. Measles, one child can infect 17 other children. Much higher than anyone with COVID could do. So that is something that we really want to stress, that we can prevent this with a vaccine.
What about the HPV vaccine for older kids?
So that starts at the age of 11. It's for both boys and girls. Depending on when a child starts that series, it may be 2 shots or it may be 3 that are in the vaccination series. And it's to help prevent multiple types of cancer, which is wonderful when you think about it, that we have a vaccine that can help prevent cancer in our children.
Absolutely, absolutely. And break it down for us. Let's talk about the most important reasons to vaccinate your child. We'll end with that.
So it's important for their own protection, right? We don't want them to get vaccine preventable illnesses. It's also important for others around us. I think COVID-19 has made us very aware that we may not know about the health conditions of other people that are around us. They may be more susceptible. They may get much sicker if they get something than we will. So it's important for those that are around us to help prevent, you know, the vulnerable from getting something that is vaccine preventable.
New lessons we're all learning. All right, doctor, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if you have a question about your child's health you would like for us to answer for you, email me at ltucker@wate.com, and then tune in every Thursday here on WATE 6 on Your Side News at 4. We just may answer your question on the air.